I have two things that I kind of want to do this week, and I promised myself that I would never do two projects at the time. So I will decide on one and then I will do that one, and then when I'm done with that one I will do the next one, which means I only have to decide which one. I buy e-patterns because, well, first of all, they are a tiny bit cheaper than actual, and also you don't have to pay for shipping and stuff. Also, you get the patterns right away, and I am impatient. So this is Wearing History's 1910s blouse and gimp pattern, and I thought that I would make this with the shorter sleeves and high neck, and then do the stripe, the black stripe and the gray for my Picard cosplay. So that's that. I have been thinking about this so much. I can't tell you how much I have debated with myself about what kind of thing to sew. I was thinking about the chemisette because there are enough bulk in the sleeves of the jacket to fill out that, and it kind of gets a tiny bit tight around the upper arm if I have too much underneath it. So, and the chemisette doesn't really have sleeves, also sleeves, but I really fell for this, and if I thought that I might make more of these because I want more blouses in my life. So that's that. And was that everything? No, I mixed it up. Printed one file first, and then the second and the third were supposed to be with the first. So, and the second thing I want to make is another vest. I am wearing my vest right now, and this vest I drafted slash draped myself, and I love it. It is almost perfect. The one thing I did wrong, which is kind of embarrassing and also very me, is I did not pre-wash the fabric, and it has something weird has happened in here in the lapels. Because of that, I think that the interlining has shrunk more or less than the fashion fabric, so that's kind of typical of me to do. But I still love it. It will still be like this. I'll still be wearing it, even though it's kind of, it's not even tight. It's just, I guess the word is, it's tad short in the back. So my shirt peeks out sometimes. Also my shirt, I made this. It's another one of my favorite pieces of clothing, even though it's, I worked so hard on putting the sleeves in, and then when I realized that they were too long, so I had to kind of MacGyver it, and well, this happened, and yeah, well, I love it. I can see all the details that are wrong, but most other people can't, so that's okay. This is also a black snails pattern because I kind of like that, and it is made with my fabric from Spoonflower, which has stripe that says "Don't forget to be awesome." You know, just a tiny bit of Nerd Factory fandom there. You know, but another thing about doing e-patterns is that I have to assemble them. And that is, it's fine. It's just a bit tedious, and I have to tidy this desk before I even start. So that's the thing that I will do today. I will watch some Noelle. Noelle is making something. Yeah, she's making her Hogwarts Express dress, and I kind of like watching her while I work. So that's nice. I will be doing that, and I will make a mock-up of one of these before I start doing anything else, honestly. Editing me here to tell you that I forgot to hold up the pattern that I will actually be using in this video. That is such a rookie mistake, and I am so sorry. The actual pattern that I will be using in this video is this one from Black Snails, and I am making the view A. Yeah, view A. And I love Black Snail pattern, but there will be a process. Ugh, I'm such a stupid person. First, I realized that I have bought the wrong pattern. I have bought size pack 1, I need size pack 2, and also when I went ahead and looked at size pack 2, I realized that the biggest size is too small for me, like an inch over the boobs. It's too small. So I don't really know how to fix that. I might just not. And I also might try to use this as a starting point and drafting my own slightly bigger. It doesn't need to be a lot bigger, just like a tiny bit. So I am thinking that that might be a way to do this, and we'll see what I end up doing. But this time it's the new vest. Should I just do this as my Picard cosplay? Could make a gray shirt as well. Ugh, decisions. I could make the buttons gray and not popping, and you know, this is so hard. I'm making a mock-up so that I don't have to think about making the channel art for my channel. That's the right way to do it, right? I think so. But the mock-up will be done soon. Just a note about it. I mostly make mock-ups to see if the fit is right, and to like kinda know how it's done. Like this piece go there and this piece goes there, and just so that I feel like I have done it once before I actually start doing it on the fabric that I'm using. And in this instance it's also so that I can see where the line goes, because I'm going to have to make the pieces of this mostly 2 pieces, you know, with the line, which I guess is going to be kind of hard. But we'll see. So yeah, that was my note about mock-ups. I will see you when I've done the mock-up. So I like making like just really easy type of mock-ups. Well, not entirely true. If I am going to make something that's really complicated, I might make a mock-up, but then I'll make it out of some kind of fabric that I think that if this turns out well, I will be able to wear this mock-up as well. And now I have made the vest mock-up. Let me show you. So here it is. Oh, white on white is not that easy to see. I haven't tried it on myself yet, but this dress form is made after my measurements, so it should... I'm going to try it on afterwards. Try it on, and then I will put the Picard jacket on top of this mock-up and see where the line is supposed to go. That's kind of important, I think. Oh god, I need buttons for this. It's going to have like 1,000 buttons, and I need them, and I need them to blend as perfectly as they can to the fabric. I might just do some fabric covered buttons. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so here it is, my mock-up. And as you can see, well, now this pattern is made to be worn over a corset, which is why it overlaps so much more here than it does here, because when wearing a corset, your bust get up here or so, you know, like that. And that doesn't happen when you're just wearing a normal modern bra. So that's why it's too small here and too big here, which is another reason why I made this mock-up. I'm thinking about just putting my corset on and see how it works. As you can see, it's the same thing happens in the back as does on the dress form. But the back looks way better than the front, honestly. I'm going to put my corset on and see how it works with that. By the way, I just put a pin in the collar, and honestly, that was one of the scariest things I've done. I don't want to prick my neck. There it is. So anyway, let's do the corset and another fitting, I guess, because well, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if I'm going to wear the corset underneath when I do the Edwardian Picard thing. I might not, and also I kind of want to make this so that it fits over normal clothes, because I might wear it. And the 4 pips would just be, and that line as well, it would just be like a nod, and that would be fun. So I'm going to put the corset on and try the vest on over that instead. I just gotta pin myself out of this thing. So yeah, we'll see. So I know that one doesn't just wear their vests straight over their corsets, but I couldn't be bothered to do the entire thing. And as you can see, this looks way better than the one without the corset underneath, and that is because this part of my body gets moved up here when wearing a corset, and I believe that this will look great with a corset underneath it, but I'm really not sure what I'm going to do about this. Am I making this vest only for using over a corset, or am I making it you know, for everyday use as well? And who knows, that's kind of hard. I wonder if my other vest fits over a corset. Hang on. Honestly, this looks way better over a corset than it does over just me. Although, you you can see where the boobs usually are, which is interesting. Right here, there's a room for boobs. But wow, I really like how this looks, honestly. It looks way better. Maybe because I just feel like I look better in a corset. We can unpack that one later. Oi, I need to fix that. The pocket is opening. Maybe I'll just make a bigger pocket. But yeah, this works pretty well too. I think that this experiment has shown that I can make something that works without a corset and it will still work with the corset, which is kind of, it's basically my goal in life. To wear stuff that, or I have, someday I will make some short stays or something so that I can just stop wearing bras altogether, but that's not today. I need to work up the courage first, I think. Yeah. This looks good. I look good. I'm going to make the vest so that it works on me without a corset, I think. It feels like the correct, it feels like the right thing to do. And whenever I make something that will be if I make something that will be exclusively for a costume or for a LARP or for an event or something, I will make it for a corset, but that's the decision I'm doing today. And I'm going to stick with it. So this is the line, and I think, oh thank God, thank goodness, like seriously, because when I was making the jacket, I had to, you know, that had a dart over here like this. It has a dart right there, and this has its dart on the side here, and well, with this dart I had to put in a black piece, like this big black piece, to fit next to the dart. That was, it was hard to get it to stay correctly, you know, to meet. But now I can just do this. So what I think I want to do is, well, on the jacket I appliqued the black piece on. On this I think I will, it's way easier, you know, because it doesn't have the point on the shoulder, and also it doesn't, there are 4 pieces that will have the black. It's the 2 front pieces and the 2 back pieces, and I think that it will work fine. Okay, so here's what I've done. First I decided where the line between the gray and the black is going to go. This is the front piece of my, I decided that, and then I cut out just the bottom in the gray and the top in the black. And then I sew them together. So now we have pieces that are gray and black. And I've noticed that the gray is tad dark and a tad blue, but look at me caring. I think that I'm going to double check that the pattern match up perfectly, and I think they will because of the, what's the word, because I made the, I think they will match up because they have the exact same seam allowance, so that's the thing. And then I believe that I will be flatlining this thing and lining, and I'm having problem with deciding on how to tackle the lining, because I could just do, I'm thinking that I will do the lining in gray and then have the facings in the correct colors, which means that I have to sit down and make a facing pattern with the stripe, and I don't think that will be exactly hard, but it's more work. So that's a thing that will happen, I guess. And then yeah, I cut the color and the collar lining in the black. It's the same black fabric that I've used for the jacket. I'm also really thinking about what to wear underneath this vest, because I could just make a gray shirt without the standing collar, just a normal gray shirt kind of thing. I think I have enough of the gray to do that. Also, I have this gray silk shirt that is my husband's, and I've worn it exactly once, so I know that it fits. And it also, it's the one that I am wearing in the Instagram photo in that jacket, so I know that it works, and it would be pretty easy for me to use it. And it says that this is, let's see, where did the note go? It says 100% silk, so that's nice. I think I'll just do that. I mean, it's not like I will be taking that jacket off, even though Picard does that, like, every time he wears his uniform. He ends up taking the jacket off. Basically, especially in the first, in the very first episode that he's wearing this uniform, the jacket just gets burnt, like, and he just walks around in the gray and black shirt the rest of the episode. So yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna own it. There we go. Just gonna there. So this is how far I've come. The front sections now have facings. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to do the lining the way the way that the instruction says, or the way that my brain says that it should work. It's the whole thing. This is hard. Deciding this is hard. Okay, I just need to I need to read this one more time and see if, oh god, I'm sorry. That was a great yawn. That yawn was the yawn. A+, would do it again. Let's see what they want you to do. So, and also I've been looking at this so long that it feels, yesterday I felt like the gray was too dark, and today I feel like it's perfect. The contrast between the gray and the black is perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I don't even know. This is a thread that I need to cut. There we go. And also, this little box is my box of treasures. Mainly buttons, really. Buttons. It used to be my great-grandmother's. Me and my grandma found it in the attic while we were cleaning out the space. Because someone else was moving into their apartment and needed the attic space. And also, my grandma collects everything. And my great-grandma, I knew her, by the way. She was a lovely woman. She had her first child in 1940, that child is my grandma, which means that, I need to think, I think she was born in like somewhere around, oh my god, she had been married for 60 years in the year of our Lord, 1996. So she got married in the late 30s, and I'm betting she collected buttons from every shirt that had to be resewn or discarded in some way. I'm guessing she collected all the buttons for the rest of her lives, and now they are mine. They were in this box, and I love that. The box is nothing special. It's like really worn and everything, but it's old and I love it. And also, it was hers. And I found this thing is it's great. It has all of the shirt buttons and all of the weird ones, like this one, and also this fun thing, and belt buckles, and I have been filling it as well with my green buttons and stuff. So whenever I need like one button, I go in here and get a button. And also when I made my shirt that has the fabric that says "Don't forget to be awesome," I just went in here and found the buttons for that. So all the smallest buttons are on the top because I was sorting through them. But anyways, in this little bag I put, honestly, these little buttons right here are was the first thing that made me think that I wanted to make an Edwardian Captain Picard. So here it is. These small gold buttons. It's not gold, it's metal. And it's gold colored. And the correct size for the pips. And there are, 7 of them. And I need 4. And then I have 3 if I ever want to make a commander for my captain. You know, if someone wants to be my commander, they can have the 3 buttons. I'm not sure what this thing is called. Come on. Do not focus on me. Here. These kinds of buttons, you know, that you sew on like this. I have a complicated relationship with them because they always get wobbly but they look more nice than ones that has the buttonholes. And my friend said you could make, and I did that on my vest, you could just make tiny buttonholes where the buttons are supposed to be sewn on, and then you can draw a cord through the buttonholes on the back. And I was like, that changes everything. Like everything. And that's what I'm going to do, because these buttons they aren't going to be buttons, you know, they're going to be decorations. Anyways, I'm going to make a vest. I'm making a vest. I'm working on the lining, putting the lining in here, and I decided to putting the lining in underneath the facing. Just because I thought that would be easier than ironing in all the seam allowance. I'm having one of those days when my head is just not on the right place. And then I went out and bought some buttons because, well, first of all, you always need buttons, and secondly, I needed buttons that fit this garment and that kind of blended, because thing is, the original shirt that I'm going to sew while doing this. The original shirt that this vest is supposed to be doesn't have any buttons at all. So I kind of needed it. I need the buttons to blend perfectly to the vest, or as perfect as I can manage. And well, that wasn't easy. I live in a small town, and we don't have like a really big, nice craft store. Although the button selection is kind of good. I like the button selection most of the time, and I was like, I need a gray that matches this, and I had a swatch of the gray fabric with me, and I was like, I need a button that has this fabric, this color, and then I need a button that looks as similar as possible in black. And I was like, I'm making myself difficult here. But, well, I found it's to my satisfaction. This gray is a bit, well, it's a bit light. Well, light and kind of too blue. And then this is, well, it's an ordinary black thing. And they are the same size. But this one has a kind of a focus. It kind of has this profile thing. But I decided that it was more important to have the color right. So I guess this profile is what we have. And maybe if I ever buy one of those kits to make fabric covered buttons yourself, I will buy some and cover them with the correct fabric, and just, but that is for another time. And also I was like, well, these are the buttons I want, and then the lady was like, yeah, how many do you want? And I was like, all of them. I want all of them. I gotta tell you, finally, it's gotten so dark I have to turn the light on, which means that the lighting is just bad, but it's done. Wearing the lighter gray shirt underneath, just to have something underneath, honestly. And I am a Starfleet captain now. Let's just put the jacket on as well then. Let's just do the whole thing. Now all I have to do is fix my black skirt. My black skirt is it's a study in why we pre-wash our fabrics. So it is a black walking skirt, and it was interlined with black cotton, and because I am a lazy person, I did not pre-wash my fabrics, and after having washed it a few times, it's clear to me that the cotton interlining or flat lining it has shrunk more than the outer layer, so I have to pick the entire thing apart and take out the flat lining and put it back together and just hope that it's, I mean, it might be that I didn't actually have to flatline it. It might be that the fabric was good enough on its own. I don't know yet. So, yeah. I am a Starfleet captain now. Ain't that a thing? Yeah. See? Captain. These 4 pips means captain. Like I said, I have 3 more of those gold buttons. If someone wants to be my commander, just putting it out there. But yeah, when I get the skirt done, I will do the entire reveal. But until now, this has taken more time than I care to admit. But look at this. Look at how nice and seamless that looks. That was the plan all along. All along. Plan was to have this line here. Perfect. I'm just happy right now. And tired. If you like my content, you could subscribe for more. I try to put out something every week. And like and all those things. It's YouTube. Yeah, you know what to do. Bye.